Tonight, we report on the farmers market taking over the 4th of July fireworks in Moses Lake. And more details are released in a string of salon burglaries. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Washington State adds 4 standout players to the Cougar football roster. And the Seahawks gear up for the Panthers on Sunday. Here's a quick glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hello everyone, some snow showers moving in this evening for the Yakima and also for the Cascades. Within our Columbia Basin, we'll see some snow and rain. I'll let you know when just ahead with your extended forecast.
I'm Amber Jenks, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
The 4th of July fireworks will return to Moses Lake thanks to the Moses Lake Farmers Market. The City Council allowed city staff to begin negotiating a contract with the organization to handle the celebration again. The market raised the roughly $16,000 necessary to pay for the 2015 celebration after the city canceled the show in 2015 due to budget concerns. Farmers Market Representative Bruce Bailey said they are considering moving the event to the weekend of July 2nd and incorporate food and music. The organization wants to make the celebration an event people will come to the city to see. Bailey said the cost to expand the fireworks show would be about $25,000. Last year, roughly 8,000 to 10,000 people came to the event. A group that helped bring a dog park to Moses Lake made a donation to the city to add finishing touches to the park, which opened in November. Reporter Cameron Probert has the story.
New Moses Lake Park has gone to the dogs. Moses Lake Dog Park opened its gates to the public recently. The project was proposed and funded by a group called Friends of the Moses Lake Dog Park. Rick Serra, one of the members, said they were looking for a place to be able to take their animals and worked with the city and various groups to find land and funding for the park.
Grant County Humane Society came through with a $20,000 donation, which put us over the top and allowed us to develop a construction plan.
The park has areas for large and small dogs and has both natural vegetation and sod in each area. The group recently donated $2,500 to the city to finish construction at the park, including putting in toys for the dogs. Sarah said people have enjoyed the park since it opened in late November.
I've had my dog out here on several occasions. On more than one occasion, there's been upwards of a dozen dogs in here running around.
For iFIBER 1 News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
Tickets are on sale for the annual Daddy-Daughter Dinner Dance on February 6th in Ephrata. The event gives fathers and daughters a chance to enjoy dinner and dancing in a family-oriented environment, according to organizers. The dinner and dance is from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Ephrata Recreation Center. It includes a catered pizza or prime rib dinner. Tickets are $40 for a father and daughter pair. Each additional daughter is $15. People can pay $10 for just the dancing portion. People need to register by January 29th. Anyone wanting to attend can register online at ephrata.org. Police are still looking for the driver of a car that plunged into Upper Goose Lake on Tuesday morning. The driver was reportedly a suspect in a burglary and fled into a wildlife refuge. Reporter Joe Utter has the details.
On Wednesday afternoon, police recovered a vehicle driven into Upper Goose Lake, but the driver was not located. A Volkswagen Passat was found on Wednesday afternoon under about 20 feet of water. An underwater robot was used to help discover the car. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, when the car was pulled from the water, nobody was found inside. Debris from the car, including the front bumper, was found Tuesday morning after a burglary suspect drove from a Royal City home. The suspect's vehicle was later spotted by Royal City police. Officers followed the suspect's car until it turned off of State Route 262 and onto gravel roads in the Columbia National Wildlife Refuge. The Sheriff's Office believes the Volkswagen was driven off a 20-foot cliff and into the lake. Deputies were still walking along the side of the cliff Wednesday evening attempting to find the driver they believe likely drowned in the lake. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be right back after this.
When the cold rolls in, it's time to turn on the heater and cozy up with a book. But turning up the heat can mean higher electric bills. And for some families in tough times, that could mean choosing between a warm meal or a warm house. For decades, people like you have extended a hand to help local families in need pay those winter electric bills. Share the warmth this winter to help keep your neighbor warm by giving a little when you pay your Grant PUD bill.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Cristina Sanchez with your local weather, brought to you by Berry Motors, one great place to buy and service a car. We've had average high temperatures for this time of year, but we do expect to see an increase in temperatures within the next few days as we head into this weekend. For tonight, we're going to have low cloud cover across the area, some patchy fog tonight. Multiple storm systems are heading our way, bringing more showers and also more snow showers across the area as we head into this Friday night for you in the northwest. That chance of snow will continue to increase, especially for Saturday within our Columbia Basin. We're going to see some snow showers once again. For us, high temperature today, right around the average high temperature for this time of year, which is 35 degrees. This morning, 26 as the low for us here in Ephrata, which is above the average low, which is 22 for us here in the city. Our record high temperature was set back in 1999, and the record high was 57. And for you, Moses Lake, your record high was 57 as well, set back in 2011. Today's high temperature right around the mid-30s. Your average low temperature for this time of year is right around 24. And today, your morning temperature was 25 degrees. Right now, temperatures right around the low 30s for us. Mostly cloudy skies, that low cloud cover in place. Winds coming in from the northeast up to 5 miles per hour. Here you can see there is this storm system that's already bringing some showers along the coast for us, especially for Seattle as we head into this Friday. More rain showers expected, and there's another storm system heading our way. We're going to have a parade of storms once again that will continue to bring more rain and also more snow across the Pacific Northwest. Here you can see mostly cloudy skies for this evening as we head into the overnight hours. Some snow showers moving into the Yakima, especially for the Cascades as we head into this Friday morning, but more rain will continue for Seattle throughout the night into this Friday afternoon. Mostly cloudy skies for us, and in the northwest you're going to have some snow, especially in higher elevations as we head into this Friday night. Then on Saturday, we're going to expect another round. That's whenever we'll see the best chance of seeing snow across the area, close to 1 inch across the region. In the Yakima's high temperatures for this Friday afternoon right around the upper 30s, 49 as the high temperature for Seattle, Long Beach right around 50 degrees. In the northwest, your high temperature right around the low 30s, mostly cloudy skies, 35 in the Tri-City area. Yakima, like I said, right around the low 40s for us here in Ephrata. And for you in Moses Lake, your high temperature right around 34, Royal City 35 as a high with mostly cloudy skies, slight chance of seeing some snow, especially out to our west. For this Saturday, that's whenever we'll have the best chance of seeing some snow showers. Then on Sunday, temperatures will increase, so we're going to have some rain. Martin Luther King Day, mostly cloudy skies with highs in the upper 30s. Then right around 40 degrees on Tuesday with mostly cloudy skies.
To save some energy, I've used Einstein's mass energy equivalents to design the haptic suits you see in front of you. They will maintain our core body temperature while we completely turn off our heat and air conditioning. With the money we save on our Grant PUD bill, I'll be expecting that trip to Disneyland this year.
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
The new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
The #1 ranked Chiefs remained undefeated in dual meets with a 52-6 non-league win over Chihuahua. Moses Lake ran off 5 straight wins to start the match. The Chiefs' 2 losses on the night came at the 106 and 160 weight class. Moses Lake gets back to Big 9 competition tonight at Davis. The Washington State football program got a big boost with 4 standout athletes joining the spring roster. Junior college defensive lineman Garrett McBroom and early signees receiver Isaiah Johnson, Bellevue quarterback Justice Rogers, and defensive back Jalen Thompson are on campus and enrolled in classes. McBroom, a 6'3", 286-pound defensive end from northeastern Oklahoma A&M, finished his sophomore season as an All-Southwest Junior College Conference second-team selection. He had 66 tackles, including 19 for a loss and 10 sacks. Johnson is perhaps one of the most highly anticipated recruits in the Cougars' 2016 signing class. The tall, rangy 6'3", 211-pound receiver hails from William T. Dwyer High School in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. He's rated a 4-star prospect by ESPN.com and ranked the #20 wide receiver in Florida by Scout.com. Rogers played quarterback for the Bellevue Wolverines and led them to 2 consecutive state title game appearances. He's ranked the #46 athlete nationally and #19 in the West by Scout.com. Well, the V's took the howl out of the Wild 6-1 in Penticton, BC last night. The home team got the opening goal 4 minutes and 12 seconds into the contest off the stick of Chris Gary. The Wild's Mike Coyne banged home a loose puck at the 10-minute mark to level it 1-1. Penticton blew the match wide open with a 3-goal second period. The V's added 2 more in the third to skate away with a lopsided win. Penticton outshot Wenatchee 38-32 on the night. Chase Perry recorded 32 saves for the Wild. Wenatchee went 1 for 2 on the power play and 2 of 3 on the penalty kill. The Wild are back on their home ice Friday when the Nanaimo Clippers come to town. The Seahawks have their work cut out for them this weekend when they match up with the Panthers in round 2 of the playoffs in Carolina on Sunday. The Panthers will have Fort Lewis native running back Jonathan Stewart back in the fold after missing the past 4 games with a foot injury. Stewart produced a big stat line of 20 carries for 78 yards and 2 TDs when the teams met back in Seattle in October. Receiver Ted Ginn Jr. is also expected back. Ginn led all Panther receivers with 10 TDs, but missed the team's regular season finale with a knee injury. Marshawn Lynch, who put the Seahawks faithful and the entire coaching staff through an emotional roller coaster last week, should be a go for this one. He wasn't much of a threat in the first meeting with 54 yards and a score. It's difficult at best to determine how much beast mode will contribute in this one, but one thing for sure, he'll board the plane to Carolina. Well, maybe. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this short break.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about how a proposed construction bond would bring a new high school to Quincy and benefit both students and teachers moving forward. Reporter Devin Higgins has the story.
Quincy High School has been in operation for 60 years. Like most schools in the district, it received a much-needed renovation in 1998, but district officials say the time has come for a brand new facility which would not only address the problem of overcrowding as the city continues to grow. A new high school would also provide students an opportunity to learn in an environment which could better prepare them for college or a career in the 21st century job market. At about $80 million, a new Quincy High School is the centerpiece of the $108 million bond proposed by the district. It would have room for about 200 more students and be constructed within 2 miles of both the current high school and the current middle school. As part of the bond, the high school would get a $2 million renovation into a new middle school, while Quincy Junior High would get a $20 million conversion to a new K-5 elementary school. Principal David Talley talked about the current environment at the high school and how a new facility would benefit both students and teachers moving forward.
This is my 7th year as principal here, and we have grown approximately just about 200 students, and that does a lot of things. Of course, that's need for classrooms, the hallways, just places for kids to be kids and hang out as well. We just don't own those right now with 800 students. Equally as important, I think, as far as student comfort is, we've outgrown a lot of the lab facilities. You know, school at high school especially is more than just 4 walls and 30 desks. There's specialized equipment and things that go along with providing a 21st century education. And as a science teacher, a former science teacher, that's a major thing. We have teachers teaching science that aren't in science labs. And so they have to try to exchange classrooms, try to make do with what they have. And you just can't read a lot of the things out of the book and get the same level of education as you can in a hands-on environment. And that's what I see as a major issue here at the high school, just because we've, like every school, we make do and we make things work. But certainly a brand new facility would entail and encapsulate a lot of those kind of 21st century learning environments that would allow us to do even a better job with our students.
Liz Graff is a teacher and FFA advisor at Quincy High School and says she and other teachers are struggling with helping kids learn subjects in a contemporary way due to aged and obsolete infrastructure.
Well, when this high school was designed, it was designed for one ag teacher. So we have one true ag science classroom. And my classroom has no room at all for any lab equipment. And we want to be getting our students prepared for industry. So when we don't have the room, we don't have the lab equipment available to us, it's really hard and difficult to conduct science in this classroom. And it's a problem with student safety, it's a problem with curriculum, it's a problem with industry standards that we try to teach our students. And we can't do that in such a confined space.
Voters are able to decide on the Quincy School Bond on February 9th. In Quincy, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back after this.
We are real students, and this really is our college.
My dream will change the outcome of my life.
My college is allowing me to achieve my dream.
My dream is to be a pilot.
My dream is to be a nurse.
Only you can determine your dream. Big Bend will help you get there.
What's your dream?
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
Welcome back. A pair of scissors and a broken window reportedly led police to a man connected with a series of Moses Lake hair salon burglaries. Prosecutors charged Casey Hardy, a 33-year-old Moses Lake resident in Grant County Superior Court, with unlawful possession of a firearm, trafficking in stolen property, possession of a controlled substance, possession with the intent to manufacture or deliver marijuana, possession of stolen property, possession of a dangerous weapon, and malicious mischief. Police learned Hardy might be connected to a series of burglaries at hair salons when they were called to a hotel on January 7th. The manager reportedly told police Hardy broke the window in one of the rooms. According to Moses Lake Police, Hardy was reportedly smoking methamphetamine at the time. When the officer accompanied the manager up to the room Hardy was staying in on January 7th, he allegedly saw several duffel bags, including one with hair products specifically sold to salons. 4 days after the officer spotted the items, he was allegedly with a woman who tried to sell a pair of $300 hair scissors to a salon for $40. He was arrested and police searched his hotel room on January 11th, but didn't find the stolen hair care products. Grant County is disbanding the committee in charge of developing new facilities for the fairgrounds. The commissioners signed a letter ending the Fairgrounds Facility Advisory Committee on Tuesday afternoon. The committee was formed to develop a plan for improvements at the fairgrounds as the county planned a series of upgrades around 2005. The county sold roughly $12 million worth of bonds in 2007. The county used the money to upgrade electrical, water, and septic systems and construct the 4-H building, a new pavilion, and move Airway Drive. Commissioner Richard Stevens said the money is spent and the committee isn't necessary anymore. In Northwest news, winning the crown is the ultimate dream for beauty pageant contestants. But for Miss Washington, that dream is turning into a nightmare. She's now in danger of losing her crown after a mistake she says she deeply regrets. Como's Russ Bowen has the story.
I'm so sorry to anybody that I've disappointed. And I can assure you that anything that's said, I've thought so much worse of myself.
Miss Washington USA, Stormy Keffler, says it was by mistake that she did not disclose that she pled guilty to drinking and driving. The pageant application requires the disclosure.
Stormy Keffler is Miss Washington USA.
I'm very sorry for misfilling out the paperwork. I never meant to hurt anybody or to offend anybody.
According to her police report, Keffler blew a .252 and .229, which is roughly 3 times the legal limit. Seattle police say Keffler blew 2 tires while driving in April. The officer who stopped her wrote she smelled like alcohol and stumbled and swayed when she was asked to get out of the vehicle. The incident occurred last April. She pled guilty in September. In October, she was crowned and then was sentenced 5 days after the pageant. Pageant officials just learned of the conviction last Friday.
We tell these young women, you are a role model to somebody, so you are going to be in the public eye, whether you like it or not. There's no such thing as a private life.
Maureen Francisco is the co-executive producer of Miss Washington USA. She says all documentation has been turned over to the Miss Universe organization. It will decide whether Keffler gets to keep her crown.
I don't know of any young person who has never made a mistake, so I want people, when they are quick to judge, to look at themselves and ask themselves, gosh, have I ever made a mistake in my 20s or 30s or ever in my life that I wish that was not unfolding in front of the world to see?
Mothers Against Drunk Driving is one of the pageant's platforms. They have expressed their disappointment in the revelations and said with so many options today, there's no excuse to drink and drive. Keffler says she understands that.
The only difference between today and the day that I was crowned Miss Washington USA is that people know, and I've already turned my life around and applied the life lessons. So all I can ask is that I receive a second chance and that I use my life experience to deter others.
Russ Bowen, Como News.
That's going to do it here for us at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.